The 2010s decade will be over in 4 months. What do you think people will remember this decade for? The clown epidemic of 16. That feels like a fever dream we all collectively had. And still having. Men's styles, patterned short-sleeved button-down shirts, flannel shirts, beards, high and tight haircuts. Women's styles, yoga pants, athleisure, jumpsuits/rompers, Coachella attire. Don't know how else to describe this, but it's a distinct look. Music, country, mumble hip hop, bad repetitive pop, EDM and festival stitch, automation, social media, data, mobile phones, influencers, social networks, and how everyone thought it was a good idea to keep track of everyone in their life. Kids in 10 years will be like, so you met this guy at the pub and added him into your social network. Didn't that give him access to all your social details? Privacy will become the biggest thing ever, and loose social media connections will become the exact thing not to do. You know, when you watch documentaries now about kids in the 80s hitchhiking or stepping into a serial killer's van because they said they had puppies in there, and you scream at the TV like, what are you doing, you idiot? That's how people will think of our 2010s years. Spending the entire decade thinking last year was 2008. I suffer from this. Makes it hell remembering my kids' birthdays. For Europe it will definitely be the refugee crisis. They will remember crazy colored hair trying to dress like people in the 90s. Those old iPhones that everyone had and thought were so cool, but look like bricks now. Vaping, thick eyebrows, overly photoshopped and facettuned photos back when YouTube actually allowed relatively normal people to become famous. Duck lip stabbing hair and the death of brick and mortar and the rise of Amazon Prime. Because we'll all regret it in 10 years. The age of monopolies. Social media. A great tool horribly mismanaged. Just like a vacuum cleaner nozzle. People ask me where I'm going to be in 4 months. I don't have 2020 vision jokes. I'm waiting with bated breath to have the chance to sink my teeth into I hate it when people ask me what I'll be doing in 0 years. Come on guys, I don't have 2020 vision. The 2010s will probably be remembered for as the remake era for Disney. That would require a change of direction for Disney in the 2020s, and I just don't see that happening. My generation is going to be known for wanting to die, and as we can replace generation for decade. We're the doomer generation, not the millennials. Or maybe that's Gen Z. IDK. It's all a mess right now. The rise of the smartphone. Everyone has access to the internet and can voice their opinion towards the world at any moment, with all the negative effects that it brings. The social media explosion. Minecraft's rise, fall, and rise again. Real headlines trying to outdo The Onion. People are gonna reminisce about how good the 2010s were. They may not seem good now, but just wait to see what the 20s have in store for you. Oh no. Cool_aid_man. PNG. Social media / influencers. Netflix / streaming. It was available before 2010, but didn't get reliable until after. Swipe dating apps. The word online dating and dating sites are now swapped with the phrases dating apps Obama/Trump. Obama/Trump. From 10 now. Feels like it's been 2 separate decades during the one. From a video game standpoint, this is the decade of the indie explosion. Esports, battle royales and microtransactions. From a cinematic standpoint, this is the age of superheroes. Comic book movies dominated in the last decade and they are not going anywhere anytime soon. I think we'll eventually look back at superhero movies the way that we look back at cowboy movies. The era of cowboy movies has lasted longer than the era of cowboys. Depression and memes. But really I think mental health will be one of the biggest problems going forward, and this is going to be known as the times when it emerged as a problem. Mental health did not emerge as a problem in this decade. However, it was recognized as a problem. To clarify, I mean it was always a problem, just nobody realized it. Was gonna say that. Like they just literally locked people away or cut their brains a half century ago. Pretty sure we're making progress. The incredible rise of misinformation and irresponsible knee-jerk reaction choices on very serious topics. We've been at war for 18 fucking years. Yeah. Some kids who were born after 9/11 can enlist in the army now. We actually have one in my unit, and we're currently deployed. Didn't see it here, so I'll mention it. The Syrian civil war and rise and fall of the Islamic State. Shit, the Syrian civil war will still be going next decade, fret not. It's almost over. I'm sure of it this time, guys, I swear. Social media memes Mart Vonnes Trump. Party rock. The decade that normalized eating ass. The meme renaissance. Outrage addiction. The horrific turn the Area 51 raid took, resulting in hundreds dead and the unleashing of angry captive aliens upon the world to exact their revenge on humanity. Don't forget the military being defeated by swarms of Naruto runners, leading to new arms limitation treaties banning the use of the Naruto run in any armed conflict. They also banned anime as a result, which caused weebs to flood the streets of Washington, waifu body pillows in hand, and Shinzo Abe to publicly cut all ties with the United States. No one could have predicted the butterfly effect of what ensued following the Area 51 raid. This will be in history books. If we survive that long under our new alien overlords, and the bright side, the aliens disguised as humans finally revealed their identities as a result. Elon Musk was no surprise, but I think we can all agree no one was expecting Todd Howard to be one, opening up a lot of questions about the true nature of Skyrim. I'm just hoping that the 20s will be the resurgence of gangster suits, black fedoras, and saying things like, "I'll punch you into mush, see," and leaning against a street lamp at night flipping a coin in the air with your thumb while chomping on a cigar. How quick it went. Fuck. Wait. Last decade wasn't the 90s? Yeah. I lost an entire decade too. Gangnam Style and Haram. Dicks out. The dress was blue. Put that away. You put that comment away. How are you all gonna leave out the most influential trend of the 2010s? Fidget spinners. They united us as a nation in a time where our country was divided more than have earthly solved at overnight, while boosting our economy to levels unseen since the pog craze of the 90s. Don't ever forget this. Pokemon Go. I know it's a meme at this point, but that first month of Pokemon Go was the closest I've seen this nation since 9/11 edit. I've been on Reddit 7 years and it's my first gold. Thank you, stranger. Shitty G-Co and progressive commercials. Yeah, G-Co commercials were way better in the zeros. This decade has been terrible for insurance commercials. The beginning of automation. A ton of jobs are already automated, but this decade was probably the true beginning. From testing driverless cars and drones to entire service industries being replaced by self-service counters. This will truly be the beginning of automated industries. To be fair, it began long ago with the Industrial Revolution, but I'd say we'll remember 2010 as the birth of AI automation. Surprised to see AI this far down. It may just be machine learning and if statements for now, but we already have deepfakes and mostly autonomous driving. If the trend continues, AI will have a huge impact on society and we will see the 2010s as the dawn of it all. Knowing that global warming is going to hit us hard and doing virtually nothing about it globally, absolutely. Same goes for many public health issues in the United States, like opioid addiction, antimicrobial resistance, vaping, mainly due to lack of FDA oversight/regulation, anti-vaxxers, etc. For the most part we're talking a lot about it, but not actually doing much so far. I've only been alive 2 decades, so take what I have to say with a grain of salt. But I think this will be remembered as the decade when the physical world was overtaken the online world. Dating is online, classes are online, news is online, and it's about what politicians said online. Presidential campaigns are internet memes. Print media and physical music are disappearing. Our jobs are being taken by AI. The jobs we have left are done on computers. The cloud knows more data about us than we do. You have to have an email to sign up for anything. And apps are constantly trying to wring more digital data out of us. I know this sounds conspiratorial. Personally, I'm not against it. I think we just have to find a balance. How stupid it was to get rid of the aux jack on phones. I recently bought a Galaxy S10 and was pleased to see it as a headphone jack. The decade where politics turned into a name-calling shit show where reason is irrelevant. Sports team politics. Reality TV show. People believing vaccines are fake. The incest porn. What are you talking about, stepbro? I swear to God that somewhere here on Reddit I saw twin stepsister. Memes and Minecraft. A small splash of Fortnite. I don't like it, but its popularity is undeniable. Brexit. Trump as president. #METOO. #BLACKLIVESMATTER. Leonardo DiCaprio got an Oscar. I disagree. Brexit will still be going on for another 68 years. Humanity will be eradicated before Brexit ends. Change my mind. Black president, orange president, and Tide Pods. That'll be the introductory line for the CNN documentary of the 2010's. The decade Twitter defined politics. Cannabis legalization movement. As a graduate during the economic recession, it's the only real positive thing I remember in the past decade. And the crazy American cultural swing from Obama to Trump. It's the decade when all governments became a joke. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.